Hello and welcome to Chris's Caribbean Delights, and today we're making a sweet potato pie with a graham cracker crust. So first we'll go to the graham cracker crust. We'll get that done and we'll move on to the pie filling. So come with me, step on down. So for the crust we'll need 1 pack of graham crackers, and this one you just need 1.5 cups of crumbs. So, and this is the perfect measurement for 1.5 cups of crumbs. You get 1.5 cups of crumbs from one of these packets. Empty that. So I have 1 pack of graham crackers in here, which we're going to add 1/3 cup of sugar, and we're going to pulse this to a very fine crumb. And I'll also put my cinnamon mixture in there. That's a mixed spice in there, and then we're going to now pulse this to a very small crumb, and we'll see what we got. That looks about good, and we'll now add our melted butter. 6 tablespoons of melted butter. Six tablespoons of melted butter, and then we'll salt that. Let that come together. Let that get a good workout there, and get that butter into every crumb. Wow! See, everything is it's not light anymore. It's taking on the butter, so it's nice and dark. Okay. So that's gone. Now we'll turn this over into our pie plate and press it in. Then we'll bake it for about 10 minutes at 350. I'll pre-bake it so that it can set. Okay, you can begin by pressing this with your hand and just thinning it out in the bottom. Evening it out. And then you can use the bottom of a glass basically. Bottom of the glass does a very good job here. Get all the sides up on the sides. If you see some might need a little more on this side, just put a little more over there, and then you continue to compact. Try not to get holes in the bottom. If you do, just take a little more where it's thicker and spread it over. Spread it over there. Bring this down. Okay, I usually would take my finger and just even it off. Even the edges off. Okay. All right. So we have our pie shell right here. Put it in the oven at 350 and let it bake for about 10 minutes. I'll see you then. So in the meantime, whilst our pie crust is baking, we come to the stand mixer and we assemble the other ingredients. Now, you can use canned sweet potatoes, or you can use roasted sweet potatoes. I roasted, so I have some extra sweet potatoes, so I roasted them in the oven, 350 for an hour, and they came out nice and soft. So we'll use the roasted sweet potatoes. To that we'll add half a cup of sugar. I have a 3/4 cup here. I'll reserve the other 1/4 cup to sprinkle on top of it. We'll combine also half a cup of, I'm using heavy cream, half a cup of cream. Two eggs. A teaspoon of vanilla. Oh, that's a little more than a teaspoon, but vanilla is always good. Nutmeg. I leave all the, it's just a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, but I leave the amounts in the description box below. And you just need a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg. That's good. I love the scent of nutmeg. Okay. And we'll do a pinch of salt. Salt enhances all flavors. So we'll do just a pinch of salt here, just to enhance all those flavors. Okay. And now we'll just do our attachment. Put our attachment on, and we'll mix this all together. Start slowly. And we let that mix until it's completely incorporated, and we'll be back. And with our pie crust all ready, we'll just pour our filling into the pie crust here. And we'll spread that out. And you preheat the oven to 300. Preheat the oven to 300. And we just smooth that off here a little. Any dark specks, just take them out. And as I mentioned before, that quarter cup of sugar that I reserved, we'll just sprinkle that on top of here. It'll give it like a creme brulee effect, like a creme brulee effect. You know, you have that crunch of sugar on top. And I'll just let this sit and let that sugar just melt in there. Just get it all over. Okay, you let it sit for 15 minutes before putting it in the oven, and let that sugar melt in there into the pie, and then we'll stick it in the oven. It'll go for an hour, and then we'll check it, or until a toothpick, when you insert a toothpick, it comes out clean. Okay, the basic stuff. So we'll be back when we're going to put it in the oven and show you the next step. So let's put this guy in the oven, middle shelf. Put him on the middle shelf, right there, and let him go for an hour, and get nice and cooked and baked, and it'll be awesome. Can't wait.